What's up, you guys? I'm Fred Tru.
And I'm Henry the III, and you're listening to the EatnEat Podcast.
Ha!
Well, all right, y'all. We back for another episode.
Can I just say, you see how every time that gets easier and easier and easier? We only did that one time.
I know. Compared to if you listen to the Who Dem Boys episodes, as you should, to get the little note about us.
Right.
We had a little challenge in the beginning.
Right.
But we got it. We got it right.
Yeah, I think it's getting more natural as we go.
Yes. All right. So as always, we about to jump in on what we eating today.
Right.
So we eating a home cooked barbecue meal this time.
Yes, that I actually barbecued myself.
Uh-huh.
What's crazy is I got invited to a barbecue and I end up literally cooking everything. I cooked everything.
It be like that sometimes when you the shit.
Right.
But
what we eating today, Henry?
So we got some barbecue shish kebabs. I think it's chicken, right?
Yeah, these are chicken.
And then we got some shrimp ceviche. And then we got a little bit of drink from our other brown sisters and brothers south of the border. I went to Mexico recently and I got some tequila that I brought back with me, and it's mango tequila, and it's called, I can't pronounce it, but it's a pozo on it.
La Pozo.
Yes.
La Pozo mango.
So he better with his
licor al tequila.
He better with him.
I'm better with the rolls. I roll the tongue.
I know how to do it, but he can do it.
Yes, it says Hector from Mexico. I don't know.
It's good though. That's all y'all gotta know is it tastes very good.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little tipsy off of it. I'm over here loving it, loving it. Every little sip of it.
Well, let me take a quick bite of this so we can get into this video because I'm sure is hungry.
So,
that chicken is good.
Thank you. I marinated it.
All right.
And then I barbecued it. I mean,
let me have some of that ceviche.
Ceviche, here you go.
Well, now what was you gonna say? Go ahead while I take a little bite and a little taste.
I marinated some sweet chili sauce.
Okay.
And then I let that simmer in some, what else? What is it called? Brown sugar and some sweet chili sauce. I let that marinate. Then I actually barbecued the chicken, so
one thing y'all don't know, it's good.
Really?
One thing y'all don't know about Fred, as you can see, he said sauce like 4 times. This food, like his food, smothered and covered and some salt. He can't eat it if it don't got no sweet chili, some sweet onion, Asian teriyaki, Rocky rock and roll sauce,
but the thing is,
the hot sauce.
But I can make the sauce. I make the sauce a lot of times.
But his food is bomb though.
Like I make the sauce. I just feel like sauce makes it like wham, tam. Watch out now.
It depends. I'm a little bit more plain. I like a little bit more plain every now and then. I don't like to smother my food all the time.
He like sauce. Everything plain.
I like it on the side.
He like everything plain. Plain chips.
I love me some plain chips.
I don't need to have nothing on it.
So don't. I love me some plain chips. Yes. Just some salt and pepper. Lit.
Sorry, this is good. We eat this.
Yeah, I know. We eat. I mean, we eat, but we eat. We gonna eat a little bit more.
Okay.
So, what we talking about today, Fred? What we talking about?
Today's topic is going to be in the category of sex.
Let's talk about sex. Well, let me not do that. No copyright. Sorry.
Right. We're gonna talk about sex in all its ways. Maybe some of our experiences and what we think about.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. Don't be scared.
I'm talking about this in public now. I'm trying to tell my secrets in public. I'm still trying to be a steward.
Well, I mean, then they really gonna dig into your past.
Lord.
That's gonna be the time they gonna dig into it.
Right.
What you mean? You need to be
I ain't
open
got nothing
with it
to
now.
be ashamed of. Thank the Lord.
Right.
But I do wanna start it off though. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm smacking like hell. I'm gonna finish up. I promise. But listen, So a question that I want to start off with. Let's ease into it. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty, the juicy and the dirty.
Why is this
Why
chicken
you
hard?
shaking the whole mic and desk and everything?
Oh.
If you don't bite that piece of chicken, just bite it.
Sorry, okay.
Just bite it and just slide it up. Slide.
Okay. I'm like, this chicken is hard to come on.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. When was the first time you learned about sex? How did you hear about it? How did it come about? When did you get curious? What happened? Tell me. Let's start from the beginning.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay.
It don't gotta be a detailed story. Just a little paraphrase.
Oh, you don't want the details?
Okay, yes, I want the details, but I'm just saying
Okay,
it don't be like a long story.
Okay, I'm gonna make it short, but let me just drink this. Hold on.
All right. Get you a little sip. So
I think I didn't even know. I think I've always been around sex because, as you know, my mom was 19 when she had me. So my family is like really young. So I've always been around sex and things like that. But for me, I really knew what sex was when I was really sick one night and I was crawling to my mom's room. Literally, I was crawling to my mom's room. And all I hear my mom up there, it's like smack. She's like, fuck me, I've been bad. Please fuck me. And I'm like, oh my God, like the.
Oh, I did not know you was about to say that. Oh my God.
Yes, and literally that that made me not sick no more. I got my ass up, walked back to.
That wouldn't make me sick no more.
I'm not sick no more. I'm traumatized. You know.
Ooh.
But what's funny is in relation to that, the first time that I even had sex is. I gonna say.
Thought you had to make noise too.
Yes, I was doing the same thing. I was like, "I'm fucking you. You being bad," or like you know what I mean, saying the same thing. I'm like, "Ooh, shit."
Wait, so how old were you? How old were you as a kid, huh?
I was a kid. Oh my gosh. I had to be maybe. It was like maybe 6, 7. I don't know how old I was when we moved from the projects. I don't know how old we were.
Well, Stacy, he telling your business. He on here telling your business, Stacy. She gonna hear this too.
Well, she already know, cause I already let her know that I'm gonna let it be known. She the one that didn't told me. No, I'm just kidding. So, what about you though?
I don't really remember. Well, yes, I do. I'm lying. Let me see. So my next door neighbors used to be bad. And
in LA or St. Louis?
LA. It was out here. It was and so in the front, they wasn't bad, but they was a little far more advanced in certain departments than I was as a kid. And so we was talking and we were playing outside one day. He started talking about something, and he go. Yeah, and then we was picking up something, and we were playing with something, and it made like a squishy sound. It was like squishing. And I was like, "Oh, this sounds weird." He said, "Yeah, that's what it sounds like when I be beating my meat." And I said, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, "You don't know what I'm talking about?" I was like, "No, but it sounds gross." I was like, "You be cooking?" I was like,
"You be cooking." Cooking.
Long story short, he used to tell me his little stories, and mind you, we was like 13, 14. I was late, so I was late, a little late later on. Well, I guess the normal time from back in the day.
Right.
So I was like 14 or so, and
I know people who did it at 13 and had kids like already. Like
that's crazy.
I mean, I come from that family.
Yeah.
I come from them.
But anyway, that I have a question. Did you and this is something that I wanted to touch on, and I try to ask. Excuse me. That's spicy. I like that.
You like it?
I try to ask. I try to ask. People of color. This. Not just randomly, but when I get to them. Anyway. Did your parents ever sit you down and talk to you about sex, or you kind of was just like on your own with it? You kind of just had to discover.
I kind of have to discover.
And you want to know what's crazy though? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Okay, but you want to know what's crazy though? Is that's the same. I think a lot of black people, it was kind of like not taboo, but it was just kind of a thing that just
You learn
didn't
about it when you
happen.
learn about it.
Yeah, but which is good and bad though, because
Bad. It'd be
it's
bad if you don't know sometimes because
right.
like people get, you automatically you meet somebody and now y'all doing it without condoms and you sick.
That's what I'm talking about, and I'm
Mhm.
talking about like stuff like that to where in detail, like I wasn't, sat down and be like, hey, okay, so this is what sex is. Are you interested? Have you learned about this? Are your friends talking to you about this? What's going on? It was kind of always implied. Like my mom was like, okay, don't be getting nobody pregnant. Don't be coming home with no diseases and nothing like that.
Right.
So us, like you and me, like being smart people that we are, we
Mhm.
figured this shit out. Like,
Right.
like, okay, also, that's what she meant when she said don't bring no disease. Oh,
Right.
this is what she mean when she said nobody get no pregnant. But it wasn't like the act and what's supposed to go in where and what you're supposed to what, like all of that. And what you,
Right.
I learned about that in like health class and sex ed and all that stuff.
I don't think I had that.
No?
I don't think I had that in school. Maybe I'm from the
So
hood
they didn't.
and
They don't teach that class.
I don't remember having
That's
a sex
interesting.
class. I
But
don't. But the
isn't that
thing is, I was
interesting?
I was a very smart kid. So I learned like very quickly, and I
What stuff
listened a
was?
lot to other people's stories. And like I said, I've always been around it. So I feel like I'm like, I've always been very smart because I'm listening and I'm observing my surroundings and everything that people saying. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
I think that's
Well, once I became aware of more detail to where I can like grasp what was going on, then I could start noticing things and getting jokes and references and why I couldn't watch certain stuff,
right.
and what was going on, and all of that. So yeah. Anyway, so I just thought it would be interesting to kind of just set a foundation of how we started, because I think a lot of people can relate to that, especially in like the African American community. I don't know about any other minority communities. That's when we, maybe we can get some other people and maybe do a part 2 to this, because we got to really figure out like how, like who taught you, because I feel like that sets a foundation for your sex life. It really, really does.
Yeah,
I'm a strong believer of that.
I feel like that, and to kind of, I know it's weird to say, but your family history as well.
True. A lot of things are
Yeah.
generational.
Because I'm just speaking from like people I know, like sometimes if your mama was a hoe, sometimes you a hoe. You know what I mean?
That's a strong opinion.
Sometimes like literally.
I feel like it's either you're extreme of what your mother or father was, or you're the extreme opposite.
Just say for me, for instance,
in my personal experience.
Just say for me, and then this goes for some of my sisters too. Like I ain't gonna say who, but she gonna know. She gonna know what I said. But like literally, I feel like we're like all my family's relationship oriented.
Okay,
they are relationship oriented, but I can have two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my dad, my dad had 2 girlfriends when I was growing up. Sometime he had 2. And we all lived in the same house. Me, my dad, and his 2 girlfriends.
What?
Yes, I used to see my dad up in the bed with the 2 girls. One was that way and one was that way. And I seen it with my own 2 eyes.
Oh my God.
Yes, I seen it. My dad was a real player. So I feel like not like that, but I grew up kind of like I can have anybody I want.
Oh, okay. So
I can have you and that, you and you and you.
But you see, that's what I'm talking about. Like what you see and what you don't see really shapes your sex life. Like it really is gonna determine that.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I feel like it's like I felt like having 2 was fine. I really felt like that, growing up because my dad had it. And they were fine. Yeah. We were fine because we lived in the house together.
That's crazy. I never had an experience like that. I mean, my mom, I have a stepdad, but my mom, like, it wasn't like that. Like, I don't ever recall having those type of experiences in my house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then too, I just feel like a lot of females, growing up, I guess I was really handsome, so they used to try to rape me. I got
that's not good.
One of the 2 of my dad's girlfriends one time she was showing me her little kitty cat and was like, Fred can't handle this. Fred can't handle this, and was pulling up her thing, showing me her kitty cat. I was like, yeah, I cannot handle that old cougar. And I'm a child.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I was like 14, 15.
So have you sought therapy for that? That seems like it's a little traumatic.
It wasn't traumatic. I don't know.
I wouldn't get no cootie cats exposed in my face like that. I mean, it would have been nice.
No, I mean, I don't feel like I was. I don't feel like it was anything traumatic. I feel like I've learned from my experiences.
Yeah.
I've learned from everything, and I've grown from all of it. So it's kind of like, no, I'm not traumatized by it.
Okay. I'm just checking on you. You know, I gotta look out for you. Make sure you're good.
I'm good. If I was traumatized, you would know. I'd be scared.
True. Well, that's interesting. Okay, well, now that we dealt with that, let's get into a little bit of juiciness.
Juicy? Would it be juicy?
So, we can divulge in, a little personal. So, when did you feel like, okay, you know what, I know enough, I done seen enough, now it's ready for me to do it. I'm ready. Like, what was your experience with that?
What do you mean?
Like when you were ready to actually have sex, like you knew what it was. You heard your mom explored you to figure out what the heck is happening. She been talking about she was what made you think like I want to do that?
Very, very, very first time.
Whatever you want to. It don't matter. It's up to you.
I just remember one the very first time. I don't remember. I don't remember the feeling. I don't remember the feel. I just remember looking. I just remember looking.
Okay,
that's like I don't like.
So like
looking at each other.
What led to you wanting to do it? Was it just like I'm just about to do this?
It was horrible.
Oh no!
Because it was nothing like you know how sometimes it's like you plan it or something like that. It was just like some not random, but somebody who really just played with me as a person. So it was just kind of like
it wasn't special. It wasn't anything.
It wasn't special.
Or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but but yeah, no, I didn't actually. It took a long time. I think it takes a long time to actually enjoy sex, unless you actually find someone who you are really with, and then y'all kind of explore together, and y'all actually learn together. And it's to me, it's a lot. It's a lot because
I sort of have an experience like that.
It's about not only your pleasure, but pleasuring your partner as well.
But then at the same time, you don't know if you don't know what's going on. You don't know that you're supposed to be pleasuring somebody. It's just like you don't know what's going on. You just say, okay, what is this? Oh, that feels good. Oh, I don't like that. Like, what is this? Oh, that smell weird. Like, let me. Like what's going on? Why did it look like that? Like what?
Yeah, you go down there, you're like, no, that don't smell right.
No, no, I'm good.
Smell rotten.
Oh, you stupid. Okay. Well, for me, it's a little bit different, and a little bit about what you mentioned with the friend thing. So for me, growing up in a predominant, Christian family, like I come from a family with a strong military background and very, a church background, Christian background. So it was always kind of conflicting because you grow up with for me, I'm very observant, especially as a kid.
Right.
So I would see, young girls getting pregnant and having babies and stuff and not fully understanding what was the shame that was put behind it and not really knowing. And then it's just like when I did start to get older and understand things, I was just like, okay, well, this is what's going on. So let me see. So it's a friend of mine from church. Yeah, out of all the places. Mm-hmm. Because at the time I was, on movie sets and stuff, and so the kids that were my age, I didn't really hang out with them like that. And then on top of that, I was homeschooled, so I was mostly with my mom. And if we weren't homeschooled, and I wasn't at school, and I was taking college classes at the time, and then, so if I wasn't there, I was pretty much majorly at church all the time. We were, hanging out and doing stuff like that. So yeah, so a little one thing led to another, a little kiss here, a little I like you, do you like me, and then getting older or whatever. And then a hug turned into a rub, and a rub turned into a tug, and a tug turned into a hug rub tug.
And then rub it to me. Rub it to me.
Can I tell you one thing though? One thing that I learned about exploring myself sexually is that, okay, because my mom was pretty strict, but at the same time, I want to tell parents out there, if your kid gonna want to do something, they gonna figure out a way to
Right,
do it.
right.
And I'm just gonna bust y'all bubble right now, and that scares me for when I have children because
Right.
I know like okay, because I want to be at work like wait a minute, I'm at work and this little motherfucker got a key to the house. What you doing up in my house? Who's that friend?
See,
Like,
I'm be okay
I'm
with
gonna
it.
be nosy.
I'm be okay with it
But
because
see,
I'm gonna tell my kids about the birds and the bees.
Oh no, oh most,
And all
most
that.
definitely. But the thing is I don't want I wouldn't want my kids to start early. Like you get what I'm saying? I want
What
them
you
to
just
be
say
a
though?
kid. I want
What you
them to
just
be a
say though,
kid.
Henry?
What?
You just said if a kid wanna do something, what?
They're probably gonna try to figure out a way to explore or try it. Yeah.
So in reality, yeah, you gotta just educate the hell out that kid and make
true.
sure that they're prepared.
True.
Because in reality, you just said there's nothing that you can do.
There's
nothing that you can do. So I'm be like, baby, if you're gonna do it, you better do it right. And do it with somebody that you actually love and you care for. But that's the thing. That's what you gotta really put into them. Don't just be doing it with random people. Make sure y'all been, y'all been strong.
But for me, what was different is that I kind of was fed that you gotta wait till marriage is dirty if you do it before. So there was a lot of conviction and confliction for me.
And I've never heard that in my life until I was grown.
And you want to know what's crazy? But for me, I guess it coming from like a Christian family, the Christian value. You gotta wait till you marry. Sex is not.
Yeah,
for
we weren't
single
Christian
people.
like that.
But I'm just saying, like for me, that's what it was, and so after I'm just like, oh my gosh, like what did I just do? I'm gonna go to hell. I'm gonna die. Oh my goodness.
But you were still up in there helping with their butt.
And you wanna know what's funny is that I felt like me being a teenager was interesting because I was that's a side of myself that I wanted to and liked and did explore a lot, but I always felt conflicted and convicted by it, that God didn't like me or I was gonna go to hell or something, or I was gonna be bad. And I'm glad that once I got older and matured in myself, that me personally, I feel like you have to just you have to develop your own relationship with God. Yes, you have to abide by the Bible and all that stuff. We'll get into that to another episode because we are going to talk about that.
Baby, because
we have some interesting opinions. But long story short, a lot of it wasn't. I wouldn't say. I don't think I enjoyed as much of it as I did. But also, there was a benefit of that because a lot of it kept me safe. Because I didn't get caught up with, really bad people or places where I wasn't supposed to go, or catching something I wasn't supposed to catch. Or so you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like it was good and
Let's
bad.
Talk about that too.
Yeah.
STDs.
Oh Lord. Okay. Well, what do you want to talk about?
You never had one, huh? Yes, baby. I've had a couple STDs. I don't got no incurable one. I'm 100% healthy right now. Thank the Lord.
Yes. Amen.
Jesus.
See, he liked Jesus on that part. Retarded. Ooh,
yes.
Drink is hitting.
Yes. All right. But no, I've had STD before, and it's crazy.
So wait, so like, how did that happen? How did you know what happened? How old were you? Like, whoa. Like, tell me.
Woo. Yes. Okay. I was a whore, and basically when I was like 16, when I was like 16 through, I would say 16 through, I would say 18, because it really wasn't that long. When I say 16 through 18, I think I was just cute. Okay. I just had the body. I just, hey, everybody wanted it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And I was just like, oh, I can pick you, and that's why I think I said this before. I don't know if I ever said it on the show, but I think I said I always say it. I would never fucking excuse my language, I would never like a crush again. Because
really,
I think that first STD I got was a crush I had on somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would never like a crush because, y'all really don't even mesh. You just like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Like, that's not enough. You know what I mean? Especially now, it's not enough. Or whatever. But I believe it was a crush I had or whatever. And, we did it. And I think I was in Long Beach at my friend's house. And I'm just like...
we getting details. Hold up.
I was just... at the time, I was like... I feel like... itchy, and I end up telling my little sister or whatever. My little sister is, let me see, she's like at least I'll say 6 years younger than me. She took me to the goddamn doctor. How old am I? 17. and
Yeah.
my little sister took me to the clinic.
So
You know,
I ain't trying to get in your business. You want to share a little bit about what it was and what you had and
I
how to check
had
out for stuff? Let's educate some people. Maybe they don't know.
yeah. So I had chlamydia.
Okay.
Or whatever, and basically, it was basically itchy. My stuff was real itchy, and it was mucus coming out, and it was basically
Jesus.
sticking to my underwear. So every time it was sticking to my underwear, and it was just itching, like, and but it would be stuck to my underwear because
So-
it's. I guess it's whatever.
So how did that change your sex life going forward? Like, what did you do? Did it like freak you out? Did it make you scared? Did it like what did that do?
I'm protection.
Yeah.
Oh baby, I can't do nothing. Like literally. That's why now today is hard. I can't just hook up with somebody. It's not. We had need to go to the doctor together, and we
Right.
had have been like trying to see each other.
Yeah.
I cannot just do it because
Yeah.
my thing won't even get hard.
Yeah.
I'm older now to myself, and when people call me old man, so I feel like I'm a little bit older,
Right.
Than my actual age. So
Right.
I'd be like just now, I lost my thought.
But listen, go ahead.
But yeah, I'm just saying, basically, yeah. So it was chlamydia, and basically, I went to the doctor. They gave me some pills. They gave me a shot in my butt or whatever, which hurt. I didn't literally oh my god, it hurt. But it just it ultimately makes you more safe on whatever, And I'm just blessed that it wasn't even nothing. Major, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
well, I've been exposed, but I haven't had anything. I was someone actually I was dating, and I told them that I wanted to wait, but one thing leads to another. Anyway, long story short, they ended up telling me that they had something after the fact, which was super dirty and really not cool. Me, on the other hand, I was freaked out and scared. And I didn't have anything, but I was just like, okay, wait a minute. I went to the doctor. I was like, you treating me for everything? And I said, I'm taking it. I said, But thank God. They were like, no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Just make sure that. And I was like, but I did everything right. All the questions they asked, do you know this person? Have you dated them? You know how when you go into the doctor and they ask you all those questions?
Right, because they want to know if you were a slut.
Like what you have, what times was it? Did you do oral? Was it with a condom or without a condom? And they ask you all them embarrassing questions, and you sitting there like, I don't know you. Why are you asking me this? Like,
and you better tell them the truth so they can really help you.
Right. But anyway, but yeah, that's that. That's as close as I've gotten, and I've been blessed enough too that throughout whatever curiosity or whatever, I've been protected and haven't had to deal with anything like that. So, okay. Well,
what about threesomes?
What about it? Are you asking me, have I done it, or am I curious? Or
have
what?
you had one? Do you want to do one? Like,
My mama gonna listen to this.
Hi, mama.
Oh, my daddy might be listening to this.
He grown now.
Real Christian.
He grown. He grown.
Well, listen. It is something that I've thought about. Have I ever done it? No. Would I? I don't know. I'm on the fence. And the reason being is because I don't know. I don't know.
Scared.
Yeah, because of the whole what we just talked about. And then secondly, it's like I would have to know the person, but if I'm dating somebody, I wouldn't want that person to fall in love with the person I'm dating. And then they start having their own little sex page, and I'm not there.
See, that's why you don't do it with somebody.
And I'll be up in my head now. That's why I have never done that. I can't. Woo! Okay.
Too much in your head.
I couldn't do it. So that's not something I've done.
Too much in your head.
Well, what about you? Since you said you must have did it and you was trying to talk about
no, I'm just like, no, I did no threesome.
That sound like it got something on it.
Right, a little something.
Well, let's talk about Fred in the past before you got old and saved and clean like you is now. What happened?
Before I had the polyps in me.
Okay.
No, but I never had a threesome. But a lot of people always ask me to have a threesome. A lot of people
I've
have.
never been asked that before.
Yeah, growing up, oh my gosh, baby. Yes, they be want me to have a threesome, and I be like, no, because I'm scared. And then like, who is the other person? Like they never show
Right,
me.
like
They
none of
too. They
that.
never really show me the person. I'll be like, But I will tell you, I had an experience to where, it was three of us, and it's like we all made out. We all made out.
Okay.
That's it. It wasn't any like, it wasn't anything like, um to me, I ain't gonna say it wasn't sexual.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you just made, well, that's a
Yeah, it was
part
like
of
we just
sex, but
all
it
made
wasn't
out.
like
We just all
okay.
made out. But I mean, I did. Yeah, I mean,
You
yeah,
enjoyed
no.
it, like you didn't enjoy it.
It was weird because honestly, because you're nervous, you're scared, you're like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I don't know this person or whatever. Like you may know one person, you don't know the other
Mhm.
person, so your thing is like, ooh, should I get hard or should I not get hard? Because I
So
don't
you
know
was
them.
conflicted on your fit. Was
Yeah,
you really
yeah,
wanted to
because
do it
my
or not?
thing needs to know you to get
And
hard.
that goes back to what I said.
Hmm.
What you experience as a kid and what you go through, stuff actually really does change your
Yeah,
sex life and what you're
yeah,
supposed to be doing.
yeah. My thing just literally has a mind of its own, and if it
Yeah.
don't like you, like, I don't know you. So yeah, we just all made out. It wasn't. I think that was that can be considered a threesome because we all
Okay.
making out like, you know what I mean. It's all three of us the mouths together. You
Okay.
know.
So I
But that
wanna,
was old. That's
I have
old.
another question.
Hmm.
Since this is eat and eat and we don't have nothing's off limits, we gonna keep diving, y'all. So you seem like you got a little bit more experience than I do, baby.
Probably. I be liking. I mean, I used to do the
Well,
thing, but
can
I'm
you?
good now. I've been good with my baby. We've been good for a whole year.
Oh,
We're
good.
good.
Yeah,
I've been good. Anyway, what's
good.
your question?
So, so how many sexual partners have you had? Do you remember? What's your
Ooh,
number?
bitch, I'm not gonna tell. I am not. Because people already think I'm a hoe. People already think I'm a whore. But I will tell you, no, I don't want to say that on air. I'll say it. I'll say
Okay,
this.
y'all.
When I was
Let me.
younger, I did have sex with with a whole group of friends,
Okay, wait a minute.
and I didn't know.
Wait, all at once? That's a threesome. You
No,
just.
not at once.
Oh.
I didn't know they was friends. I had seen a picture online.
Oh, wait a minute.
It
So
was
you
like
got
10 of them, and I was like, dang, I did it to like 7 of them.
you did? How did you find out? Like, how did you know that they all knew each other? And how
I
did you
seen a
not
picture
know?
online. That's the only way I knew.
What?
Yeah.
So did you ever know that they like the? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you had sex with friends? What? Girl,
I don't know about all that. No, it wasn't no drama with it.
Oh.
But it was just like I seen the picture. I was like, ooh, let me not talk to all them. Like, that's what it was. I was just like, oh, I can't talk to all them because they all know each other.
But wow, that's crazy. I've never had anything like that happen at all. So, okay, I hope I don't.
I mean, it's just saying that I'm daddy-ish. So
Okay, next question.
that was flat.
Next question.
What's your next question?
I love that video of that lady. You know what I'm talking about?
It's big,
The
huh?
no, I'm talking about the African lady in the little suit, and she. Next question. She walk away. Next question. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, back on topic. Okay. So, so listen. Before we get into a next question, a next little juicy topic, revolving sex. Is there anything that you want to, mention about that you want to talk and tell people about your personal experiences? Because I have something that's leading up to this before, so I just want to lead into it. Dude, what is your personal opinion on
Right now?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, right now, my boo, we just have the best, amazing sex.
Okay.
So, I mean, but I also think that through my past experience made it to where the experience that I have now is like literally it is some of the best. I won't every day we doing it. I'm like, this is like wow, you know. So what? You can't hear me, and I'm not clear.
No, you clear, but your
Hey,
mic is back.
no, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm just making sure everything is good. What's the next question? Oh, sorry, that's why. Oh, I don't know. See, that got turned all the way around. Mm-mm-mm.
um.
Yeah, that's it. That I
Okay.
mean, I'm just happy. I'm happy. I think I'm happy with the sex life that I have now. Just be based, on the past, and I think I've grown a lot to where it's like it's not about me.
Yeah.
It's our emotions together and everything. It's just really
What makes sex special for you? What makes it special? What
wh-
like is there something you just like to just do it, or you just is it what now that you're older? What is your view and outtake on it?
That's a really good question. And I think that's what I was basically saying because I think when you actually care for somebody
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, it's good. Like literally, even when a motherfucker make me so mad or whatever we be
Yeah.
arguing, my thing still be like ding.
Yeah.
It's just the it's still just ultimately the connection that we have, the attraction that we have, the chemistry, and because it's a lot of other little things that I think make us like make it good,
Mm-hmm.
because we're just really connected. It's like really a
It's do you feel as though it's like something you've never ever had with someone else, or is it a new experience? Like as far as being older, do you think okay. And the reason
sorry,
why I asked that is because for me personally, I feel like when you're younger, you just trying to
be
hump
doing it.
everybody and just hump it.
Yeah, you used to be doing it. Thing hard. You used to ping, 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 ping. Anything
Right.
that's taken and you giving it. Right.
Yeah. And I don't and just from a male perspective though, I really feel like there's no emotional attachment. At least it's,
I
I feel
think.
like it for us it develops very slowly as you
Uh
get
huh.
older.
That's what I
There
was about to
is
say.
an emotional attachment as you get
Yeah,
older.
when you get
But
older, like me.
when you're younger though, it's not like
Yeah.
that. It's
See,
just
when
like,
you
oh,
don't have. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you out. But when you don't have that emotional attachment to like sex, and
yeah.
it's just something that you do,
Mhm.
thing hard can do anything walking. But when you start to develop it, that's when it don't work like that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they gotta like the person, and they
Right.
gotta, you know what I mean. They gotta get your blood flowing to that. You know what I mean? So, like,
Yeah.
I know that's funny, but seriously, So I feel like for me now, it's kind of like I'm to the point where we really have a connection, and that's why you know it's amazing because
Okay.
we have you know.
Next juicy question:
Mhm.
is you freaky? How freaky is you? So now you got one person. So a lot of the times when you are sexually involved with somebody that's
I'm
just
not that
one,
freaky. I'll say that right now
but
because they
how do
want
you
me to be
keep it?
way more freaky. I'd be like,
How do
no.
you keep? How do you keep? How do you keep it exciting since you're dating one person? Because obviously we just talked about you didn't want to share your number, so baby, you got some, experience. So how do you keep it fresh and exciting with just one person? Like how do you? And I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm not
Fighting,
just asking him all the questions, but he know a little bit more than I do.
fighting.
What do you mean fighting?
When you fight and you like, yeah, but y'all love each other, y'all do it. It
Oh,
be
see, that's some hood
ooh,
shit. That's some ghetto
ooh, and you be
hood.
choking that
Okay.
motherfucking
See,
on
that's some dude from
it.
the project.
And they be like, yeah, I'm sorry, daddy. I'm sorry. You be,
What? No, 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 no. Oh
yes.
no, you hitting me, I'm hitting you back, and it ain't gonna be no other next time. They know I love
Mm,
you.
yeah, they love it.
Okay, explain fighting, because I want to think you out here beating on people and
Not
them beating
fighting.
on you.
I mean, you know how
Explain what you
sometimes
mean.
y'all just be going back and forth and having y'all little spats and
Okay,
playing and
okay.
and you know what I mean, kind of antagonizing each other or whatever, annoying each other or whatever. And then by the time the end of the night come, you're like, I beat you up. I beat you up. Shut up, and then y'all start rolling and
That's
tossing in
freaky to you.
bed, and now you
I
sucking on
meant
a
like
titty,
I'm
and
talking about
then
I'm
now y'all
talking about
doing it.
I'm ta- I'm talking about like what do you feel about like stuff in the bedroom like sex toys and stuff like that? Are you what brings it out? What you make it? What's exciting? Not no damn fighting.
I don't know. I mean, I don't mind toys. Some one of my exes wanted to use toy. I really didn't like them because I probably don't really like the ex.
Okay.
So I guess those toys. But I mean, um, but I use an enhancement like the little thing that you would smell to enhance like your feelings or whatever, and that helps because in your head you just be like, ooh, I'm about to do the hell out of you, and so your heart be beating fast, and you just be like pat 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 you. Oh my god, and it's just like all silky, and the booty is just moving and things.
This is
Sorry.
so awkward. I always get like a little weird when we talk about this stuff, and the older I get, it's always weird. Okay,
You better let it out.
but listen, one thing I tell you guys something. Fred is always my go-to person when it comes to questions like this. It's because I know that he either knows somebody that did something or experienced it, or knows somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know.
Right, one or the other.
You're like the perfect person to talk to about stuff like that.
I mean, I love sex, but I don't think I'm that freaky.
Okay.
Like, because
Can I tell you something?
let me just say this real quick.
Ooh, put me in check.
She want to
Go
eat
ahead.
my ass or whatever.
Oh.
I don't want my ass ate.
Ooh,
I don't
yeah.
want to. Like, I don't want to do it.
Okay.
I don't feel comfortable like bending over. Like, I don't. Yeah. So no, I'm serious. I really don't like. So it's like ew. Like you wanna my
That's just not something you're into. Do you? That's not. That means you don't judge people that do.
No,
Okay.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I'm just
saying. But you know how
I do it.
people. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do it. I just
You
don't want.
you like the cruncher much.
I don't want it done to me. And it's not crunching much. It be clean shaved and everything be looking pretty. It be looking right. So it be looking good. You look at it, you be like, oh my gosh, like your mouth start watering. You know?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I do love to talk about sex, but but people get uncomfortable.
No, I feel like you talk about it more than you actually
do it.
Yeah.
There's nothing to talk about it. Hey, like it's fun to talk about it, but doing it, you be like, oh it's easy, it's simple. Yeah. I got a simple.
I say for me, and this only apply. See, I can't really explore different things when it comes to sex if I'm not in a relationship with you and we're committed. And a lot of the times I probably won't even have sex with you until we've already been together for like a month or two, just so I know that.
So you got a 30-day rule or something?
Well, just personally, I just feel like I'm not about to be just giving away my goods. That's good because they good.
You're not just a piece of meat.
I'm not just a piece of meat.
I remember I used to say that though.
Yeah.
Like people used to really think I was just a piece of meat. They just wanted my penis. Like they didn't want me. I don't care nothing about you. I just want you. Like I didn't literally.
So how did that make you? That definitely affected your dating life.
Made me feel like a piece of meat. That's why I didn't trust people because it's like they didn't just want to do it. You know, everybody just want to do it. I'm like, no. And then too, like we talked about before, I'm nice. I'm cool.
Yeah.
People think I'm flirting with them. People just think that I'm cool, like because I'm cool. That I'm flirting with. I like them, and I'm just trying to be nice. I don't like you. Yeah. I don't want you.
That's crazy.
Like that, it happens to me all the time, and it's probably because people may like me and want me to like them, and I'm being nice, so they're like, you know what I mean? But I don't know, because remember you were saying that people just want to be your friend because you were super fucking nice too.
I've had that happen to me before too, but I guess we both have big personalities, but in a different way. Mine is big as far as like, oh my gosh, we gotta hang out. Let's go. You gotta meet my mom and my dad. You gotta come over. We gotta hang out.
Right.
That's why I've encountered more. I haven't. It's not that I haven't encountered people who actually like me. That happens a lot too. You know. But more prevalently, it happens more so like people wanting to just be friends than anything. And for you, it's the opposite. Right. People like you off the bat.
They want to do it.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like,
no. For me, I can't just do it with people. We have to be in a relationship. And I feel like for me, I can let loose and let go though,
Mm-hmm.
but it takes me a minute to really like, cause I'm also a strong believer of, if you're committed to someone, and you're engaged, married, or whatever, however your relationship is set up, if you really love that person, you want to do whatever you can to make them feel good and give them pleasure, whether it be sexually, mentally, whatever.
Right.
And you don't want to have any limits on it. Of
Right.
course, you want to, be have a middle ground, stuff you will and won't do.
Right. Because
But
it's like I love
it's
you and I want you to eat my ass because that's what you want to do, but I don't want you to do it because I don't like it.
But listen, it's a thing to it's that but that's valid though. But my thing is too is what I won't say what conflicts me though. What conflicts me or makes me kind of like with it is just
Mhm.
like I want to do that, but it makes me like I just don't want to do that for just anybody out there, because that's a part of me I'm giving you. Like I'm giving you a part of me when
Right.
we commit ourselves like
Right.
that.
Right.
And I
Because
can't do that for everybody.
right.
For number one, I don't want to take on what you're dealing with in your personal life.
Right.
And I don't want to give what I got good and that's good and gracious and godly given away.
Right, because
For free.
they made one better. I love you, good God.
You
And
so
yeah, but then you may give them that
stupid.
Jesus. You may give them that Jesus
Listen,
stuff, and they gonna be in love, want to
Fred,
marry you.
I'm not here.
And then next day you gonna wake up, you gonna be like, why are you still in my bed?
Oh gosh.
We're getting married.
Listen.
No, get your out my bed.
Listen.
But you gave me that godly penis. Please, down it. Now you got a stalker.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, we definitely got to have a part 2 because now we got to figure out who's stalking Fred.
Oh, baby.
And we have to definitely dive in a little bit deeper on a lot of things relating to sex. And I feel like we need to have someone else here. We need to have a guest. So next time we talk about deep dive, we're gonna have a special guest, and I think I have somebody in mind.
Who you got in
we
mind?
we need another opinion from a different, 2 different worlds or a different world. I don't know, it may be 1 or 2 guests. Somebody that knows a little something about a something that we may not know. You get what I'm
some
saying?
education.
So before we leave y'all, we want to wrap up and say this. I will personally say, yes, you should make the decisions for yourself when it comes for sexually and your sexuality and all that stuff, whatever you want to call it, for you. Make sure that you're comfortable. Don't ever live your life or let anybody else force and dictate you. And for all my younger people out there, because you're supposed to be older if you're listening to this, but enjoy being a kid.
Right.
Okay? Don't let anybody pressure you into doing something. Oh, you like me, and ain't nobody else gonna like me, and I'm pretty. Bullshit. Okay? No. You enjoy being a kid. Enjoy your life before you start getting wrapped up in that part of life, because it does something to you to where it makes you kind of have to grow up in certain areas way too fast. I also want to say, make sure you guys always know your partner, use protection, get tested regularly, especially for the Black minority community. Make sure you guys are using protection and getting tested regularly, because we too fine, we too talented, we too blessed to be around here letting stuff take us out more than it should be.
Right. Stop. Don't let everybody put their kids in you.
Right.
That's not necessary. Okay.
Right. So yeah, and that's my 2. Don't be ashamed. Virginity as well. Don't be ashamed to hold on to that. Like, we have different experiences of what we went through and all that stuff that we share, but there is nothing wrong with waiting until whatever you personally feel. If you want to wait till marriage, and you can do that. If you want to wait until you're in a fully committed relationship or college or whatever, but just make a decision for you. Okay.
Right, but also let that be known. Let that be known. If that's what you want to do with that person, if that's what you choose to do, you want to wait till marriage, you want to wait this long, let that person know, so that person is not in the dark about it, because, I want to say, stay in communication. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's understood where your mind is at with that. Also, like he said, stay protected. But if you are going to do it, stay protected. That's the number one thing. You know what I mean? And like he said, always know your partner.
And if anything, if y'all feel like you ain't got nobody to talk to, you got a question, hey, hit us up. Let us know. We can
Right.
help you. If you feel like you have nobody to go to, there are people that are out there that you may know that are close to you. But if you ain't got nobody, I'm here.
Right.
Fred is here.
Me like Fred
Hit
crazy
us
ass
up.
from EatnEat.
If y'all,
He gonna tell me some truths real quick. Let me talk to him.
right.
You know?
Listen, and so it really it's we're open. So if you guys have any additional questions on this topic, or you feel like we didn't touch on something, be like, what's your opinion on this? What's your take on this? Let us know. Email us. Comment on us. Hit us up on our social media.
I don't think that we got all of it.
Oh no, we
because
didn't. We definitely have to talk
That's
again.
why this gonna be
We
be a
have to
two.
talk again.
Because
Yeah.
we didn't get all of it. We just got to the tip of the very iceberg. We just wanted to give you some while you be driving when we were driving to work, or while you chilling, or you know what I mean. We just trying to give you a little something
Yes.
to vibe to.
And listen, I definitely have a lot more that I can share personally.
Right.
And,
Because he be trying to ask me all the questions and trying to deflect from him. He want me to get all into my business. Everybody know my business, but he don't want nobody to know his. We gonna get into his business. So that's where part 2 gonna come in. I'm gonna have a list of questions that we gonna ask Henry.
Oh.
That we gonna ask Henry.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to have a little drink, a little think or something.
Right, like what's Henry's number? Since he want to ask me that, what's Henry's number? You know.
So thank you guys for tuning in.
You see how he try to end that right there? Like, all right, let's end on that note.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the EatnEat Podcast. Okay, we will see y'all next week for another episode. All right.
Right. I want to say, you guys, you know, we out here living life. So with that being said, you know, without taking risks, there is no reward. So get out there, take some risks with your lives in a positive aspect, and get that reward at the end of the day. No risk, no fucking reward.
And
bitch.
let that belly out. Thank you for letting your belly out with a brother. And this has been
the EatnEat Podcast.
All right, y'all. Have a good time. We'll see y'all next week.
All righty.
Bye.